Hello, my name is Vince Newton with TRI Austin. I'm here to talk about ROV deployed underwater adhesives, NAVC topic N19A-T011. So this slide's a quick TRI overview, sort of who we are, what we do. We've been around since the mid 70s, about 150 employees. Been involved in the subsea area for a number of years, originated sort of out of the submarine community, originally back in the 70s through the early 80s. But we're primarily a materials house on the polymer side of things, working in harsh environments, resin systems, adhesives, sealants, coatings, foams, things along those lines. We aren't specifically working in one chemistry. We work in a variety of chemistry, phenolics, epoxies, urethanes. Obviously, the adhesive project that we'll talk about here is polyurea based. We've also done a bunch of things in the subsea environment with accelerated life testing, failure analysis, reliability prediction of subsea hardware over the years, and continue to work in those areas with the Navy currently. So Navy challenges for the ROV adhesive project. You're trying to neutralize naval mines and IEDs that are in the water. Divers must currently manually attach these neutralization tools. Needless to say, having divers in the water around IEDs can be extremely dangerous. It's a pretty low tech operation, but a lot of risk. Basically the need is the ability to remotely neutralize explosive without risk to human life, by using undersea remotely operated vehicles or ROVs, using charge delivery systems, CDSs, to adhesively attach the EOD tools. Precision placements required, needs to be non-intrusive as possible to prevent early detonation, is obviously important. Surfaces have issues with biofouling, so there's needs for some biofouling grooming tools. Must be small, robust, easy to assemble and launch by a 1 or 2 person crew on a small inflatable boat. The other challenge is obviously you're working in potentially freshwater, brackish water, and then salt water of various depths and currents. So use and improvement here. So we're looking basically at a unmanned system to precisely attach specialized tools and underwater adhesives to mines and IEDs to get the ROV out of the way quickly, and then to detonate these tools without any damage to the ROV or anything else. Trying to obviously work safely and quickly in a quick plug and play, sort of kit incorporated onto existing COTS ROVs. The system will be designed to interface with these ROVs. That is a 1 or 2 person, as we mentioned earlier, deployable operation and retrievable. The CDS needs to use standard C4 military plastic explosives and established infrastructure to make the job simpler and easier and quicker, without any risk to human life or product. So technology development, we're teamed with Florida Institute of Technology. They're helping us with the adhesive attachment and biofouling grooming tool to prepare surfaces, using the ROV, and have facilities to do that down there in Florida. Polyurea adhesives are extraordinarily insensitive to water tolerant and unprepared surfaces, and offer extremely rapid cure and excellent bond strength. All the equipment, is applied very simply using disposable application equipment. Cure times can be controlled, times as low as, as fast as 5 seconds out to about 5 minutes. So we can vary that in between that window, as needed. And these polyurea adhesives are, work very well in unfavorable environments. So the current status of the project is to complete the design and verification of the adhesive, the CDS, and the removal tool, and then integrate the system on the VR Defender and SRS Fusion ROVs. Optimize the adhesive, CDS, and biofouling removal. And then we'll do some tank testing down at Florida Institute of Technology. Looking to adhere the adhesive at specific, currents. We'll test the biofouling removal tool at sea in an ROV at FIST Center for Corrosion and Biofouling. Then we'll look to fit the CDS prototypes and validate performance, reliability, and ruggedness, of the system at sea. And then we'll also work with the ROV manufacturers and to integrate and package and mounting options specifically to those ROV systems. So in this slide, we're actually going to show some pictures of the CDS being released after assimilated bonding. ROV only operation, reduces a lot of risk to divers, needless to say, as we've discussed earlier. Obviously reduces the cost and size of the personnel being required to do something like this down to hopefully maybe max a 1 or 2 man operation. And the whole system will make things safer and faster for our troops out in the field. So with the goal to transition the fleet, deployed on ship to conduct realistic testing and evaluate response in coastal area environments. Testing will include a diverse range of environments, that the operators might see using these toolkits, such as various salinities from the ocean, brackish water, fresh water. Florida Institute of Technology will ocean test in inlets and off the coast of Florida. Testing will be demonstrated, the maneuverability and control with vertical swells or horizontal surge conditions. Various currents and control and low visibility conditions to see how the product will perform in actual environments. So looking at various markets for this technology, obviously there's some commercial potential applications out there. We've developed some similar polyuretha adhesives for coral reef restoration. Presented on that this past year at the Reef Futures Conference. Offshore oil and gas would have potential applications for underwater attachment needs, and then underwater repair and constructions obviously out there. If we could do some things remotely with ROVs and getting away from divers actually having to go in the water would enhance safety in some of these commercial markets. Military applications, as we've discussed pretty thoroughly already. There's a number of things there that we can do in underwater response, and underwater vehicles, and future Navy capabilities. So once again, looking at transitions, obviously looking at a lot of unmanned vehicles that would be out there, surface vehicles as well as unmanned underwater vehicles. Obviously, there's a bunch of systems on the market, both commercially as well as for military or joint applications. We will explore all these opportunities with this adhesive to see where we might fit for additional applications. So last but not least is my contact information, company website, my cell phone number. If anybody has any additional questions or would like some additional information on the company, please visit the website or feel free to give me a call. I'll be happy to discuss either this project or other projects going forward. Thank you.